Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown here to do a top 5 unpopular gaming opinions. This is just my opinions, and I'm just using gameplay, obviously, as you can tell, but I'm from the Dragon. But yeah, this is just my opinion. Really, let's go to it, and shout out to Caddy, because without that video of unpopular opinion, this video wouldn't happen, and I decided to do one because, hey, might as well do one for the fuck of it. I really haven't done one like this in my channel, so might as well do it. So there's just 5. Decided to do 5. I was going to do 10, but 5 will be fine for now. Maybe I'll do one eventually in the future. Maybe top 10 or 20. So without further ado, let's get started here. So this was going to be for number 1, but I decided to just keep it for, I decided to just keep it for number 5, because since I talked about it in this channel for so many times, might as well just not put it for number 1 to get repetitive. But I'll put it for number 5 mainly because at this stage of the game, it's kind of true, especially what Square Enix is doing. Yeah, I bet you know what's that now. Final Fantasy VII is overrated. Yep, the pitchforks. I can already hear people with the pitchforks and everything like that. How dare you? Now, listen. Is Final Fantasy VII bad? No. The original Final Fantasy VII is a good fucking game. And you should play it if you ever get the chance. The original. Before you play the remake, please play the original, people. Please. Just please. For your sake. And for everyone else's sake. Because you're just gonna look like a dumbass if you don't. Just saying. But especially if you like the remake more than the original. Just saying. I don't know. Just for the people that do enjoy the remake. But yeah, that's just the way I feel about. Oh shit. That's just the way I feel about this that game. I mean, it's a good game, but there's other Final Fantasies that are way better, in my opinion. So let's continue on further and not stay too long on this. So number 4, the Titan Joker and Batman Arkham Asylum, was it bad? And it makes sense, meaning that you keep seeing these Titans all around, because Joker's making these Titans and everything like that, and you would think that obviously there'll probably be a Titan fight against the Joker or something like that. Maybe you will control Joker or something. Probably you will fight Joker or something like that. And maybe he will bring on Titans and everything like that. Kind of like what you saw in the in almost at the end of the game, when you do fight Joker, when you're trying to save Gordon and stuff. But when Joker shot himself when he says he has nothing to live for, that kind of makes sense of him turning into a Titan. I mean, they've been telling you through the whole game, hey, Joker is trying to make Titan, so no shit, he's gonna fucking inject himself with Titan. By the end of the game. I don't know why people thought that shit was weird or stupid. Oh, I wanted a Joker fight. I got a world fight. Okay, who gave you that mindset? I don't know. I didn't really mind all the boss that much. Could have been better. Oh, hell yeah. Especially that Parasite Eve fight the Poison Ivy fight that we got in that game was so much better than the Joker fight. Really memorable. But you could tell that they were really in a gush with that Joker fight. But could have been better, yes. But it's not as bad as people made it out to be. I mean, for real, people. It's not that bad. So, that's just me. So, what is next on my list? Number 3. Oh, this is you guys thought you'd be mad at me before. You guys are going to be mad at me now. This is something that's really been happening lately. So, and a lot of people are not really. People are talking about this more, mainly because, it's kind of true. Ocarina of Time is overrated. Yes, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is overrated. Now, most people might be like, oh, that's kind of not in a way, it is kind of unpopular opinion. Why? Because, a lot of people love that game and they think that, hey, it established a lot of things for Zelda and everything like that. Is it a bad game? No. But I'd rather play, to be honest, Majora's Mask than Ocarina of Time. I'm sorry. Something about Ocarina of Time, I don't know. And plus, it was, yes, the first game that introduced, the 3D of Zelda and everything like that, which is cool and everything like that. But I don't know. Just the 2D Zelda stuff is just way better than the 3D stuff. For crying out loud, Aaron from freaking Game Grumps made a whole video about it. So don't really have to talk about it here. Other people have talked about it and mention it. And every time they do, they always mention Aaron's video, mainly because he's right. Aaron from Game Grumps pointed out exactly how I felt about Ocarina of Time. So really, I don't have to go that much into it. It is on number 3 for a reason in my list. So yeah, if you like Ocarina of Time, that's cool. Me, I think it's very overrated, and I think there's better Legend of Zelda titles for it. Like Legend of Zelda 2. Oh yeah, I just said that right there. What are you gonna do, guys? I hope the game kills you. Yo, yep, I said it. Legend of Zelda 2 is better than Ocarina of Time. Oh, damn, people are gonna fucking kill me here. But let's move on. Let's move on here. So, for the next one, number 2. Or, did I even mention number 2? No, number 2, is, well, the game that I'm playing right now. Spyro, Year of the Dragon. I like Spyro, Year of the Dragon more than Ripto's Rage. Yep. You heard me correctly. I like Spyro 3 a lot more than Spyro 2. Obviously I love Spyro 1. Obviously Spyro 1 introduced me into Spyro, and I love Spyro 1. I always will love Spyro 1 to death. But Spyro 3, I don't know, something about Spyro 3 I just like, and the whole sorceress thing and everything like that. I don't know, something about it I like. So some people might not like this game because it does a little bit too different from the previous 2 games, I guess, from what I'm guessing. But hey, if you don't think that's the case, hey, that's fine. But I think this is a kind of unpopular opinion because a lot of people really do love the first 2 Spyro games, and the third one doesn't get that much love sometimes. And when it does, people kind of get criticized for it. I don't know why. I don't know where this hate for Spyro 3 came from. I thought everyone loved all the Spyro games, but, well, at least the classic ones, I mean, not the PlayStation 1 versions, at least. But, I don't know. It's just, I feel like this game is really good, and the story is fine, and we got some classic characters that we all know and love still to this day, So, I don't know. And crying out loud, like, we get, like, a good romance story in these 2 games. I mean, at least with the Spyro games. So, and Spyro 3 caps it up really nicely. So, I don't know what is it about it. Maybe it's one of those things that's like, hey, the third one ended the series, so I guess I gotta hate it because I kind of miss it. It's one of those things that sometimes when a series ends, people hate it, mainly because it ended a whole series, and people will miss it, Sometimes that happens. Sometimes we have those feelings. And most people are like, oh, that kind of sounds stupid. But it kind of makes sense in a way. Why? Because we love these franchises so much, and we actually want these franchises to keep going. And when it stopped, especially when this company, Insomniac, just stopped, Spyro wasn't the same anymore, Even with, Toys for Bob's, even what they did with the Reunited Trilogy, still, it still doesn't feel the same. Same thing with Crash, If the original people are not around it, it just, I don't know, doesn't feel the same. Some people might criticize me for that, but hey, really, one of the reasons why I criticized Crash Remake a long time ago back in this channel, but I made my peace with it, a long time ago, so I'm not really criticizing with it. But Spyro 3 is fun, and I like it way better than Spyro 2. So, moving on. And my number 1 unpopular opinion, which I think it is growing, so maybe these popular opinions are just going to grow with the times and stuff, so I don't know. But for me, at least for me, E.T., the Atari 2600 game, is not a bad game. Is it the best game of all time? Hell fucking no. But it's not bad. Could it be better? Yeah, it could be a lot better. And for a game that was made in a very short span, it's very fucking unique. It needs to be fucking analyzed, to be quite honest, just because the game was literally made in a few days, in a few weeks actually, and it became what it became. Yes, it could have been fine-tuned a little bit better, but yet you can beat it. It's a beatable game. How many games that you can only make in a week that's actually beatable back in the day? No, seriously. Yes, I know back in the day, Atari and everything like that, but games were starting to have story and stuff, and people actually cared about that stuff. So I don't know, guys. Gaming was really changing back in the day, and I don't know. E.T. for the Atari 2600 kind of told people that in a way. Yeah, there were other games I did it better, like I don't know, like let's see, Pit, what is that? What is it? Pit Harry, Jump Pit Harry, from the Pit series. Pitfall Harry. There we go. I don't know why it took me a while just to fucking think about that. I'm sorry, people, but there's that game too you can beat, and then another game that you can beat also is the same person that made the ET game is Indiana Jones. Those games are beatable, and a lot of games back then weren't beatable. So you have to give at least credit for ET for the Atari 2600 for that. It could have just been a classic arcade and moved on, but no, the developer just decided to just make it into a little bit of a story in a way. You got to do what you got to do before the main story is just to get ET home, and that's really it. So yeah, it's not the best game of all time, but it's definitely not the worst. There's definitely worse games on the Atari, and there's worse games nowadays too, especially around PlayStation 4 and 5, guys. There are way worse games out there nowadays. Seriously. I could pick one game that's really bad, like Hook for the NES or Hook for the Game Boy. Jesus Christ, guys, that game, I don't know about you guys, but that is the low tier for me of how a game should be. That game is just terrible. So I rather play ET for the Atari 2600 any day. Sorry, I'm stuttering here, but I rather play that game any time of the day, and it's really fun when you get the hang of it and everything like that. Is it hard and is it frustrating because of the pits and stuff? Yeah, it is. That's why if it was a little bit refined with the glitches and everything like that, you would actually find a literally solid puzzle game in a way, And the mapping is not bad. You actually have to think in your head of where the map is or where the pits are going to be. So it gives you a strategy in a way of where not to put, I don't know, basically where not to put ET at on the map before you go to the other screen. So again, not the best, but again, you can see what they were trying to do, and it worked for what it was. And hey, again, you can still beat it. It's not like Bubsy 3D that you can't fucking beat it. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about my top 5 on unpopular gaming opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. I could have done more, but this is just the 5 that I want to talk about that just have in my head for right now. I might do more in the future if you guys suggest more. So there you go. And if you guys want to suggest some in the future, then I'll probably put a video on it and make a top 10 or 20 of it and mention your guys' unpopular opinion for gaming. Why not? I could do that. So this is the TheSkullKlown signing off. Have a good day, guys, and be safe and enjoy gaming, man.